Hey guys, my name is Cidiac and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in Town. Now, last episode we built that brand new little residential section which is all eco housing. It's going pretty well, it's building up, it's still upgrading, it's doing its thing, it's all looking good. But we kind of dabbled in like another cargo harbour, which is, you know, the biggest problem we have right now is the traffic being caused by the imports and exports. It's mainly the exports, the stuff being sent out of the city. So today I want to try and alleviate it. I want to give it another option, another place for them to go, just to kind of minimize the amount of exports going to each export area, thus reducing the traffic. We're going to create like a really cool dedicated area. And we're going to create our very own cargo airport. It's going to be pretty dope. I've got some good plans for it, some good ideas. So if you enjoy this, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Let's just quickly pause the game for a second. So just to go over what we've got so far, then we've got 4 cargo harbours here, which all do brilliant jobs. They do brilliant jobs, do exactly what we need. This is the only one that's underutilized. It gets used, but it's not as much as the others. But the only problem is we have such a high demand for exports that these 4 little cargo harbours can't handle it. We also have over here a cargo kind of hub for the trains, which again does its job perfect. It's not as favoured as the cargo harbours because, you know, you can ship more on these. But they're used for imports and exports as well. We also have another one over here, which this one's actually heavily used quite a lot too, and it kind of handles the demand for this area. And we do have one over here too, which is not really being used as much. But then again, we haven't really done anything in this area for it to be taken advantage of. So I want to build a cargo kind of hub now. If I go to the traffic transport, sorry. And I believe it's this one, the cargo airport hub. Now what's different from just the cargo airport? They are this one's 50,000 more. The upkeep is more. But this one is a large airport specialised in handling large amounts of cargo instead of passengers. Cargo hangars and loading platforms for trucks and trains allow the goods to be transported smoothly in and out of the cargo airport hub. So we get trucks and trains coming off it apparently, which that's even, I didn't even realise that. So we can connect it to the network and it can be transported various other places throughout the city. Meaning like guys over here could put their cargo on there, it could get all the way to wherever the airport's going to be, and vice versa, which is pretty handy. So I've been thinking where to place it, and I'm thinking this area around here, somewhere is perfect. And the reason why is heavily traffic is in this area. All the heavy traffic's in this area. They're all pretty much coming down here to go to there, there to there, there to there, whatever it may be, and obviously vice versa all the way up there. So why don't I create this into a 4 crossroads section, have a highway coming down and the cargo airport down here somewhere. Just trying to alleviate the amount of traffic going to each one. And we'll see how things turn out. It could be good, it could be bad. We just ultimately never know. So first things first then, we're going to delete all this. We'll delete all this and we're going to drop down a little 4-way little intersection. So let's see what we've got. We could use something as, you know, something as simple and basic as this one. This is not too bad, but it's actually quite big. Wow. Damn. But right, there we go. Let's drop this there. So it's going to clash. I don't want it to clash too much into what we currently have. And we're going to have to then bend some of the roads, which is not great. Hold on, let me get rid of those 2 there, and we'll kind of push it as far back as we can. Right, so easy boy, easy. That's as good as we are going to get that there. So let's just drop that there. That's not too shabby. Let's connect the highway back up. Like that. And then we got to do some magic over here now. So if we do it like this and delete that there. Now this can we create? Let's take the snapping off. It's not too bad, but it is what it is. Right, there we go. Okay, that will then work. So as they just kind of like adjust themselves to where they need to go, that would then work. It should work pretty fine, pretty easy, pretty standard. Just give them a few moments to update their routes to get into the correct lanes and stuff like that. But that does its job. It does exactly what you need it to do. Keeps the traffic flowing. We may see some issues with them trying to turn down there, but I'm not going to change anything on this just yet until we do have the cargo airport in, so they're not going to understand where the traffic's going. Because it's a high amount of traffic going that way, but as soon as you put the airport down, they could not want to go that way. They could then want to go a different way down here to the airport. So now we've got to figure out then, where do we want the airport? Where do we want the airport, guys? Well, we've got a really good train connection. Well, we're able to link the train connection down here if we need it to be. There's a few little humps. There's one there. There's one there. So you've got to be mindful of those. Okay. Now, how big is it actually? So it can't be built on a slope. So, but it'll be kind of cool to have a slope. So I've got to try and think about how I want the roads to go around. So I can have the road either come around the hump and then down here, or maybe just skim around the hump, or kind of go up and over it. I think it'd be nice to have the airport. This is a tough decision on where to have the actual physical airport. I don't want it in the valley there. That's a bit weird. Just maybe around about somewhere here will be cool. So we should create a road for it anyway. So let's go for one of these. The 6-lane decorative roads with trees. And obviously, worst comes worst, we're going to have to flatten some land, which I'm just trying to get a glimpse of it all here. I'm going to have to flatten it somewhere, aren't I? It's just where do I flatten it? Oh, is that a nice little flat bit? Oh, that could be a nice little flat bit there. Right, let's do that. Let's flatten that. You can kind of see it a lot better now. Let's up the brush size. Oh, now we can see it a lot better. I'm kind of changing my mind about it being on there. Maybe I kind of want it around here. So we're going to have to almost flatten this, which is not great. Takes away some of the beautiful detail and stuff, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done, guys. All right, so we can have a little cliff hanger there, and we'll do something cool. So we'll come back and kind of do the rest of it a little bit later. We're just going to get the roads in for now. So then, roads. If that's going to come down, we can have it then connect up, or I have it this way. So many options. Now we're going to have it come down and round, so we can like have it on those beautiful roundabouts that you all love. Right, okay. So let's put a snapping on then, so we can create something pretty dope. So we'll just have this going straight for now to about there. And what we'll do, bring it up by 2. So we'll do this. And then what I'll do then is, of course, I want to... Is that smack bang in the middle? There we go. I want to create curvy bends around like that. So we'll go like this. So bring that one up. Nice little bend there. So that's going to be the loop that goes around the kind of main part front of the airport. So we can drop the airport pretty much here, which is actually pretty cool. And how does that look? Nice. I like it. Right. So we'll trim some of this off then. And by trim it, we're kind of smoothing it out. Let's get a bigger brush size. Just kind of smoothing it a bit because, you know, we need the highway to run along it. And then we need to create something for the actual physical connection. So we'll go for like a roundabout like this that comes off it, because you got to think of that's what you got to do right now. I got to think of good transport routes. So that goes in and off there. That should be fine because we can remove like the traffic light system and whatnot. And then we're going to have the highway kind of like come round and then bend to it there. And because it gives us then like future expansions to go in different directions if we need it to be. Or need it to go that way, should I say. Right, let's connect this up then. So let's have... Oh, wrong one. So we're kind of... No, we'll have it come straight until a certain point. There we go. Right, and then we'll now have it all bendy and stuff. Like that. There we go. Nice! I like it. Oh, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. Right, here we go. Let's connect this up. Alright, take that little snapping grid off. Alright, there we go. So it bends down nice. Doesn't look like much for now, but when it's all built up eventually, it's going to look so good. So, yeah. Right. Good, 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 good. So we got all the little loading bays for the trucks and stuff, which is perfect. We got the little train section there, which we need to connect up as well. It needs power and water and stuff like that. So before we kind of run it and let it do what it's got to do, we will connect the train kind of network system up anyway. So, okay. So where do we have then? Let me see over here. So it kind of goes under there. We could bring it up or make it come through. So let's have it. Where's it? Okay, it's also over here as well. That we can have like a really good connection. So I'm not going to make it kind of go under, because that's something that I've done quite a bit. Is made the train tracks go underground. So we'll make it go up. So as you're entering the cargo the section of the airport, well, of the city, you're greeted with overpass of train tracks. There we go. Is it going to snap? Right, so this is kind of, there's a mountain here. We want to kind of make it go around. That. As if it would do in real life. There we go. And then we have to create... the little tri-grid there. Not bad, not bad. So that kind of completely connects up to there. But we also want one in this section too. Now this is the one I'm probably thinking will go underground. Right, reason it goes underground is... oh, this slope is way too steep. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Right, let's get rid of some of that. It's funny how you can then connect it up like that. No questions asked. Is that even connected? No! That is the worst job I've ever seen in my life. I bulldoze that. There we go. So just create a little tri-triangle grid there so it can go in all different directions. And that hooks up this whole little section there to the train tracks. Which is pretty dope then. So we need to give it some water. So we just do a little one across. Connect that up to there. It's going to need power too. Do we give it its own power supply? We could drop down little covered car parks. And just hope that they are sufficient power for this. Let's find out. Let's find out if that is enough power for this building. So not enough left electricity. So how? Oh no, there we go. Okay, it's all up and running. Right, sweet. That's now up and running. It's now got a mixture of, you know, trucks and vans and whatever you maybe want that can go and park in there and distribute. Airplanes can land. Trains can arrive. This is pretty good. Now it's just a waiting game to see how the traffic dispenses. So from what I can see so far then, if the traffic remains like this in this direction, we need to create and upgrade this road. It's inevitable. We've got to do something like that. And then sort out the lanes distributions, because that is just causing huge issues right here, right now. So we can do lane distribution to begin with. So we can make everybody coming down here goes that way. And everyone in this has to merge into that lane. That keeps the flow there pretty standard. Keeps the flow going. Now this lane here also can go straight on. If we change that way, it's only going right. Anybody in this lane who wants to go straight on now has to get out of that lane. So we say, oh, wait, we got our first vehicle coming down? We do. What is it? It is a hot dog van. Owner Fine Fashions. Fine Fashions owns a hot dog van? Okay. Right, so that's now alleviating the build-up. As you see, it's kind of like, it's going to filter on through. Oh, backing up all the way up to there. That's not good, is it? All right, that'll eventually disappear. Good stuff. Right, so we're getting the odd few like trucks and vans coming down there. We're just now waiting for a plane to land. So, what are my future goals for this area? Well, we can now, if this is dedicated enough and it can handle such a huge demand, we can then start to expand the industrial area slightly, maybe around here and down there. Get a slight little residential and commercial section going on too to support these people in this area. I think it'll be kind of handy. We're going to need something like that. So the first few vehicles are now arriving. It's got really good like connections. You just got to wait a while for them to like get in and out. Oh, the traffic's completely cleared. So doing that is pretty good. So if these guys are coming down here and wanted to go down there, they'll go around here and up. So I can see some future issues colliding there with these guys. That's going to be quite high demand as well. So we'll sort this out now before it all kicks off. And we'll just filter it all like this. Just so when this gets heavily used, everyone's turning around trying to go that way. People coming this way don't, start blocking everyone off. Right, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We're still waiting for a plane and stuff to arrive. There's the hot dog van on the way out. Right, so in they go into there. Out they come as they drop off all the goods. I'm kind of, I don't know why, but I'm like super excited to see this. Right, is that a passenger train? Yeah. Oh, he's taking advantage of this route to get down to there. Okay. So it's beneficial not just for cargo then, it's also beneficial for passengers. Right, lots of vans are now coming. What's kind of cool as well, because it's such a long drive to get down here, obviously, the traffic can be built up. And because it's almost borderline the middle of nowhere, if there was a huge traffic jam, it don't affect the rest of the city. Now, it's going to be interesting to see, once we've kind of simulated it for a few more minutes, how much less traffic is in this area if they choose to go here. Because everybody choosing to go here would have gone somewhere else, which is kind of cool. Right, anyway. So, oh, yeah. Oh, this is what I needed to do. I forgot about this. Right, so get rid of traffic lights and keep them flowing. I mean, ultimately, I can just have highways coming off, so the flow is just perfect, but we got to slow them down at some point just to keep, like, filter it through. Oh, that train just went, or came, so vehicles now coming in and out. Damn, boy. Oh, we got build-ups over here. Why is there such a big build-up over here? Are they trying to get into here? Right. So, we dedicate this lane just for that direction. And what seems to be issues? So they're all merging in different ways. So if we keep going back, saying that that lane is going to be that turn-in lane. And then, bam! There we go. So just filter that. Pretty much saying that anybody comes down here can only go into that way. And if you're coming down this way, unless you merge in, you got to go straight on. We should probably have that as set to everything. So depending on which way you come in or come from, depends on which way you enter the industrial section. Right, and that should give us a flow of traffic pretty nice. Is there traffic lights there or stop signs? Alright, there we go. What are they waiting for? Oh, they're waiting for the bus. Well, that's not good, is it? How about we say to this then, you can also, if you wanted to, really go straight on. Because some will. Why are they merging? That's so bad. Oh, could we, oh. You kind of forget that you got to do every single lane when you don't want them to merge. There we go. Right, now it should be moving. There should be no issues now. You should all be flowing. There you go. Look at that. Perfect! It's like I almost didn't know what I was doing, and then I knew what I was doing. Nah, I knew what I was doing. Right, there we go. How's it going over here then? It's utilized. It's being used. Great stuff. Oh, a plane actually came. That's why there's so many vehicles now coming out. All right, that's dope, dude. I like it. I like it. Right, so now we got that set up then. Let's think of future stuff. So we got to plan some more roads. So it would be quite nice now if we had... Now, do we have a highway to come down here and round and then connect up to that side? So that's not only the entrance in. Wow, the infrastructure is going to be strong in this area. Right, let's do that. So let's kind of... Almost, yeah. This is perfect. This is the perfect way to do this. I like the curvatures that it creates, man. It's so good. Bam! Alright, keep it going, boy. You got this. Well, that slight little curve it puts on it there kind of meshes you up a little bit, doesn't it? Alright, there we go. Ooh. Alright, there we go. So, connecting all that up then. So that's pretty much now all done. Connect that to there. To there. Right, we got a connection. And then we can fill up with all beautiful different types of industry in this area. It's pretty much all going to be like the dirty industry. But you get the point. You get the point. We can create little flyovers, little passes, little junctions coming off it, which are pretty dope. Industry is now well, commercial and industry have now risen, and that's, again, you got to think that's all down to the fact that we now have this huge airport, which is now giving us and pushing us out the demand, which is pretty cool. You can see that's quite a heavy used road, but it flows fine. How are these guys over here? Do you know what? I can tell there's less traffic because it's normally backed up. Let me go to this. It's normally backed up all there. That's pretty much the same. And now they can go in different directions. So like people over here who probably maybe went to there might then choose to go down here. Oh, I don't know. This is pretty cool. Yeah, bye. I like it. I don't know why I'm getting so excited. I just really like this. Okay, so we should also think about then doing a kind of way to get in and out of this area. So maybe we should actually plan the road first. So we gotta plan it wisely. And I think the best option one then, we gotta make sure we got like good roads, good solid roads. So we'll have one that pretty much just comes straight down to there. Let's do some bends. Like that. And that can be the main road that kind of flies through it. And we can connect it to both sides just there as a kind of like a little bypass in a way. And then we'll use... Let's see. What's that? A medium industry road. Come with 4 lanes, medium road. It's cheaper than regular road, 4-lane road. Generates more noise, pollution. Supports medium traffic. Nah, we'll keep it to like this. With the trees. Even though the trees die out, we'll keep it like that anyway. So, bring that up to about there. We won't connect it to that, but I'm creating like industrial sections. So like everything in here will come off this road, and then to get to this road you gotta go on this road. I'm trying to kind of separate the traffic as much as I thought I was on a bend. I'm trying to separate the traffic as much as possible. To distribute it evenly so it's not that bad. I mean, it will be bad, but you want it to be less bad. Right. So let's bring that to there. Bring that to there, not too crazy. I feel like this needs to be pushed back a bit. I'll show you why, just because obviously when we connect to there, we don't want to have like really, really high bad traffic again. Like that. Right, that's pretty dope. I like that. I like the infrastructure we've set up there. How are these guys doing? You all good still? You all good, guys? Traffic okay over here? Yeah. Traffic okay over there? Yeah. Yes. It's so good. And then we'll do little roads. So this is kind of the idea that I have. So putting on kind of like the little snappy grids. And then you have like a road come off to here. You have a road come off to here. Oh, hang on, let me do that again. So we have a road coming off here. And then we have a road coming off there. But the two should never meet. So that goes to there. That goes to there. So it's to keep the flow of traffic away from each section. And I'm trying my best to free up the industrial area. And then we'll have one there, one there. And this one can go in this direction. And then we have this one just coming off here. It's like we're creating like miniature business parks. That's ultimately what it's like. Like that. I'm completely changing up how you would normally do stuff. So that's to there. That can stay in that distance and that can go all the way over. So then we have the connection coming off here. Like that. So it doesn't look like much now though, but you got to think of traffic flow. Because the issues that we had is, like, look how many junctions we've got going down that one road. And connections coming off, where this completely separates it. It's like, you need to go over here, you just got to go there, done. You need to get to here, there, done. And there's not that many junctions or problems you're going to encounter or issue. Right, so we'll bring this one down. We'll use this connection there, and it's only going to be for like pretty much 2 bits there. There we go. Oh, this is going to be so good. Right, and then this one, you got to be careful now because this is where we're getting close to the airport. And so there to there. No, a bit too close in that. A bit too close for comfort. I realise what I'm doing here. Like that. And then we'll have one going down as well. Right, can we squeeze this a little bit more? Does it get a little bit more out of it? Yes. Same over here. And then those roads need to be connected soon. So we'll have the road that just goes off like this. And then we'll break one off just here. And then we do like a slight little section over here. Right, there we go. That is our little industry. It looks like a crazy pattern, doesn't it? It really does look like some kind of crazy pattern. And I really like that. So what we could do is to keep the traffic flowing. If I pause it quickly now, we're gonna make it where the traffic continually flows. So you know where this is going, guys. Alright, we drop that there. Let's go back a little bit more. So first things first then, we're going to actually upgrade this little section to that road. And to keep the traffic flowing, we'll actually delete that. We'll build off it these little 2-lane highways. Like that. We want this road to... Oh no, I've done the wrong type of road. We want this to connect that. And that's connect up as well. Like that. But we want it to continually flow. And something that we've learned previously in the past, if we do stuff like this. So we go under. Put it straight. And then connect it back up on the other side. They choose to go under that rather than round the roundabout. Which, setting this stuff up now, saves us quite a bit of headache in the long run. There we go. And that will make it all flow pretty nice. And the fact that we've got that, I need to sort this lane direction out as well, because they kind of then choose to go like round, which is awkward. Right, so you can see, like, will he use that one? Yes, under he goes. Look at that. So any traffic on the roundabout gets completely cut out by the highway. So good. And then we got to do something very similar over here too. Right, I hope we got the space over here to do this. Yeah, we're just going to make this road come up a little bit more. Alright, make that come up to there. Alright, there we go. Actually didn't need to move that as much. Okay, so do the same to this now then. Get the right highway on. There we go. Connect this road as good as we can. Just use that move it tool slightly. There we go. So that creates that connection. They flow fine, but obviously we want them to go underneath it. So when they get to here, like that. Right, so hopefully they bypass all of that. We might have a few issues with this one. But until I see those issues, I won't mess around with them so much right now. But this is going to be our brand new industry area. You got the cargo kind of little section all set up there, which looks so damn dope. All the vehicles are now using it, making their moves, making their... Right, I'm going to see right now. Are they going to use this? Because this... Just watching it. It takes like a moment or two for them to update their route. Now, if they don't use it, there's nothing wrong with me just getting rid of it. They use this one. Fine. So one of them used it. Will they all use it, guys? Not all of them. Let's see if these guys use it here as they come up. Will he use it? No. So maybe it's not the quicker option. Maybe what I built is not the quicker option. Oh, you know what? We'll delete it now. We'll see how it kind of goes in this area. If we feel like the traffic's building up, then we'll sort something out a little bit better. It works perfectly fine over here because it is the quicker route to do that. But yeah, not too bad. So traffic-wise then, are we easing up over here? Yes and no. That's the answer there. Yes and no. But it takes the burden off some other places. It does take. You gotta remember, everybody who comes to these is not going to these. And we really want to expand our industrial area because the demand is so high. That's what we'll do in the next coming episodes. But we now have this able to handle all the demands. I wonder how this one's doing. Like, are they taking trains and people coming over this now? We're starting to see a few vehicles arrive to this. And that's because they're now going to choose to go to this one because the cargo gets put on a train over to here, then onto a plane to go somewhere else. Not too bad. Not too bad. This place is crazy right now. We're making profit. Yeah, 28,000 from that. 6,000 from that. We need to do another type of industry very, very soon, which would be pretty cool. This is not too bad then. So it's basic infrastructure that we got set up this episode, but it sets us up as we progress through building this city. It doesn't look great, this area right now. But with how we've done the roads, big roads leading to smaller roads, leading to even smaller roads, it's going to be a really, really good industry area. Really good. And it's got really good connections to highways and stuff like that. And so we just got to watch this, because the only problem we have with this is the fact that these roads are like 1-lane roads. Again, it's not far off being upgraded to 2-lane roads, so we have to like rejig this whole configuration, which I don't mind about that. That's quite, you know, fun and exciting to do. But it's just a waiting game. We just got to watch, see how the traffic plays out, and see what happens. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.